The Secret of the Blooming Rose. Hello, everyone. I'm Hannah, and today I want to tell you a story about a woman named Sara, a woman who could have been any of us. Sara was 37 years old, kind, gentle, and always smiling. But behind that polite smile, she lived in silent pain for years. Not the kind of pain you take painkillers for, but the kind that lives between body and soul, the kind that whispers, "You just have to bear it." She entered my office like someone carrying an invisible bag of rocks. Her voice was calm. "Doc, I'm afraid of sex, because it always hurts. And I thought a good wife just bears it." She couldn't look me in the eye. Her fingers twisted the edge of her sleeve like a guilty child confessing. But I knew that behind those words lay something deeper, a lifetime of false beliefs. That pleasure is selfish, that discomfort is natural, that silence preserves peace. I smiled softly and said, "Sara, if it hurts, your body is trying to talk to you. You just have to learn how to listen." She sighed. "For years," she said, "every time we make love, I dry up, burn, and fake a smile so he doesn't feel bad. Sometimes I think I'm broken. I'm cold. Maybe I'm not woman enough." "Oh, Sara, you weren't broken. You were just tired of pretending to be okay." In my mind, I imagined her as a wilted rose, roots still alive, just waiting for a drop of water. So I told her, "A woman's body is like soil. If the soil is dry, nothing can bloom. But give it water, sunlight, and a little imagination, and it can bloom again." She raised an eyebrow and said with a half smile, "So, what, should I open a flower shop?" We both laughed. "No," I said, still smiling. "Just start with something simple, a lubricant. And something even simpler, a positive fantasy." Her eyes sparkled with confusion and curiosity. "A gel and a fantasy? Is that your prescription?" "Exactly," I said. "The gel will soften your body, and your imagination will awaken your pleasure." Then I gave her a little assignment. "Next time you're with your husband, use lube, but do it playfully, not shyly. Laugh together. And when you feel the touch, close your eyes and think of a warm, loving memory. Let your mind and body touch again." She laughed. "So you're telling me to do a few things together, rub and imagine?" "Almost," I said with a grin. "Lube plus positive fantasy is a magic formula for pain-free pleasure." A few days later, I received a message. "Doc, something incredible happened. We were actually laughing the whole time." She threw the bottle on a pillow. We both burst into laughter, and for the first time, I didn't feel ashamed. Then I closed my eyes and remembered that old night, the night he came home with the rose and said, "You're my hero, even when the milk runs out." And suddenly, my body opened up. No burning, no pain, just warmth, laughter, relief. I cried as I read it, not from sadness, but from joy. Because in that moment, Sara hadn't just freed her body, she had freed her soul from the silent prison of endurance. I said to her, "See? Pleasure was never far away. It was just hidden between a little bottle and a loving memory." She laughed. "Doctor, we're still laughing. It's not perfect, but it's ours. And now, it feels alive." From that day forward, whenever someone asks me, "Does lube really work like magic?" I smile and say, "No, you are magic." Lube just helps your body remember what happiness feels like. Because sometimes, healing isn't about fixing something that's broken. It's about allowing yourself to blossom again. And here's Sara's technique. Lube plus positive fantasy. Choose a gentle lube, water-based, unscented, skin-friendly. Set the mood, soft lighting,
Deep breaths, no rush. Add laughter. Humor tells your nervous system you're safe. Create a positive fantasy. Close your eyes and recall a moment when you felt loved, free, and beautiful. Let that memory color your emotions. Repeat it over and over. Each time you practice, your body learns that pleasure equals safety. Sara's story reminds us of something simple and profound. When the mind speaks kindly, the body listens. And pleasure doesn't come from perfection, but from safety, laughter, and imagination. Sometimes all it takes is a few drops of water to turn dry soil into a blooming garden again. So tell me in the comments, have you ever felt like Sara? Which part of her story resonated with you the most? Maybe your first step starts here.